Welcome back to my channel, Glitter Babes. Today I am creating a headboard made from Dollar Tree items. I will first start off by taping 6 boards together, and I'll be taping the front and the back. Next, I'll be using a total of 3 mirrors that I got from Walmart, and I'll be placing them evenly on the board. The space between each mirror is about 5 inches. Next, after the mirrors are placed evenly, I will be removing the stickers, and I'm going to take a gold marker and trace around the mirrors. Next, I am going to start cutting my pool noodles, and these are pool noodles that I used from a previous DIY that I did 2 weeks ago. So if you want to check that DIY out, please go and do so. Next, I'll be cutting the pool noodle to 5 inches. I'm honestly not sure of how many pool noodles I used because I'm recycling these, but I did go out and buy 6 more pool noodles. And y'all, I really do need to get another, a smaller saw because this is extreme. I do not need this big behind saw to cut these pool noodles. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, I did see some saws in a Dollar Tree. So if you're wondering, I believe they do sell them. After I was done cutting the pool noodles, I started to glue them on the board, and I started off by using a hot glue gun, and it works really good. They don't fall off or anything. It has a good hold. But I eventually switched to an adhesive, and that was only because I was running out of glue sticks, and I was really not trying to go back to the store, y'all. So I was being real lazy, but I would prefer the hot glue over the adhesive. And I just decided to test it out and see how it actually looks gold, which I should have been tested it out before I decided to commit to this project, but I didn't. But it still looks good, so we're all good. So I'm starting off by doing the middle rows because I didn't know how I wanted to do the edges of the board. But this part is pretty simple. Next, I added my mirror to make sure it still fits. And honestly, I changed my mind. I'm kind of glad I did use the adhesive because it didn't fit at first. So using the adhesive allowed me to be able to push some of the noodles over. So I changed my mind, y'all. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, what the hell? But okay, so this is an iron that I don't use anymore, and it was gonna get trashed regardless. But I am using this, yes, to melt down the plastic and even out the pool noodles. Don't knock it till you try it because it really works. The only thing I would suggest is probably putting, what is that? The wax paper on top of it so you won't mess up your iron. But I think it will be a good idea to use it. Now I am starting to put the pool noodles on the edges, and I'm doing the same way that I did the middle ones. Yes, it's me, back with my iron again. I don't care if y'all talk trash about it, but it works. Now I've decided to go in between with more pool noodles and close that gap in. And now I am finishing the other side. And this is how it looked when it was done. And then I took it outside and spray painted it gold. Yes, ma'am. Next, I got these hexagons. Is it a hexagon? Yeah, it's definitely a hexagon. I got these 2 hexagon picture frames. Well, I got a total of 4, but I got them from the Dollar Tree, and I'll be removing the papers and the glass from the frames. Next, I'll be spray painting them gold and letting them dry. And now that they're dry, I'm gonna attach the mirror using hot glue and this liquid nail. I would have preferred E6000, but like I said, I was lazy and I did not want to leave the house. This DIY was some stuff around the house, for real, for real. After all the frames were done, I wiped them down with some Windex. And now I'm adding Mod Podge. And y'all see why I preferred to use that E6000, because that liquid nail dried white. But I will be adding crushed mirror so it won't show up. Y'all would definitely be ashamed if y'all saw how small this brush is that I'm using. Like when I say I did not want to leave the house, I did not want to leave. Now I am sprinkling this. I'm sprinkling the crushed mirror, and I'm picking out some things because this crushed mirror is reused. So it's a bunch of random lint in it. No lie, I'm for real. I'm feeling so silly today because this is my second time editing this video. The first time I edited it, it deleted somehow. So yeah, I'm feeling very silly today. And all together, I did a total of 4, and I'm gonna let them dry a little bit and then move on to the frame. And as you can see, I wrote down the sizes on each piece, and I find it a lot easier to hot glue the pieces together first and then screw in the screws because it holds it in place. And if y'all have seen my other DIYs, I pretty much do the frame the same way every time. Now that the frame is completed, I'll be taking silver spray paint and spraying it. Now that that part is done, I'm adding my frames on top of the rectangle frame, and I'm just making sure I know where I want to place them. And I'm making sure to leave some of the frame on the edge. And I'm gonna do the same for the other side. now that those both are on, I'm going to be attaching this square mirror that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be gluing it on top. Next, I'll be flipping the frame over and attaching my other picture frame. And the same for the other side. And here are some crystal garlands that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to be adding those on the bottom. Y'all know I'm famous for doing that. But I'm going to go around the perimeter and glue these on. And I did use longer garlands in the middle because I wanted it to be short than long. Next, I'll be adding these L brackets to the top, and this is how I will be hanging it on the wall. So one part is on the wood and the other part that's sticking up will be drilled into the wall. As you can see, I already added the headboard to the wall and I used double-sided tape. Next, I took 12 more octagon picture frames and I removed the paper and glass, and I'm going to be attaching these to the mirrors. And I made sure that I twisted those little clips on the back of them back in so they won't be sticking out on the mirror. And be sure to use E6000 for a permanent bond. A lot of my projects I reuse, so I do not use a lot of E6000 for things that I'm going to take apart later. So just keep that in mind. And this is how all three looked when they were done. I was so bummed about this part. I did add glitter to the hexagons, but that clip got deleted, so I'm sorry y'all, but that's all I did. Now I'll be attaching the mirrors in the spaces on the wall, and I'm doing that by using a screw and my drill. I'm using one screw at the top and one screw at the bottom. The last thing I did was add these lights from Amazon to the chandelier and did a few touch-ups, and this is how it came out. I hope you all enjoyed this DIY and my commentary. Let me know in the comments if you like this DIY, and let me know which headboard has been your favorite so far. Thank you all so much for your support. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I am posting. See you later, glitter babes.